Hey everyone, it's been 2 months since my last pickups video, so I figured now is a good time to show you what I found during the months of July and August 2021. First off, I actually had pretty poor luck when it comes to cartridge-based games. The only ones I added to the collection were sent to me from Retro Game Treasure. For the month of July, I actually have a video linked down below showing you the games they sent, so I won't put a lot of time into them here, so be sure to check that out. It's 3 months worth of games, and the final month of the 3 happened to be July. If you continue for the next 20 seconds or so, then spoiler for that video. They sent me X-Men Mutant Academy for the Game Boy Color, Pac-Man on the original Game Boy, Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire for the GBA, and Top Gun for the NES. And then, for the month of August, they sent me the dual Monsters Inc. Finding Nemo cartridge, the classic NES series version of Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, and Super Hornet FA18F, and they were all for the Game Boy Advance. I have done multiple unboxing videos, but I don't post them all, so I figured I'd make sure they were shown here. A good majority of the items I added during this 2-month span were disc-based games, and every OG Xbox and Xbox 360 game that I'm going to show you were found at thrift stores. So let's start off with the OG Xbox. First, we have Amped Snowboarding, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, and Splinter Cell. Amped is a boxed copy with no manual, but both Tony Hawk 3 and Splinter Cell are complete in box, and all three are in pretty decent condition. Here, you can see Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 playing and working just fine. I do have an OG Xbox, but I don't have any working cables for it, so I'm playing it through backwards compatibility on the Xbox 360, and I had no issues with it. Next, on the Xbox 360, we have Sniper Ghost Warrior, Battlefield Bad Company, and Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. Both Sniper Ghost Warrior and Bad Company are complete in box, but Earth Defense Force is missing the manual. Here we have Earth Defense Force playing on the Xbox One through its backwards compatibility. There is still lots of games, especially the OG Xbox games, that won't run on newer hardware, but Microsoft is still doing a fairly good job with their backwards compatibility. It's not perfect, but the games that do work quite well. Next, we have another set of Xbox 360 games. We have Dead Rising 2, Sonic Unleashed, and Halo 3 ODST, and all three are complete with fairly good condition manuals. It's always a good find when the manuals are included. I have lots of games missing them, and I think it's a massive shame. Here you can see Sonic Unleashed being played. This is a game I've never tried before, but now I can finally play as the Werehog version of Sonic, something I'm actually not sure if I'm looking forward to or not. Moving on to the PlayStation 2, we have another Sonic game, Sonic Heroes, as well as Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Out of the 3 games, only Harry Potter still had a manual. There's no good way for me to capture certain systems, so I know this quality can be a little poor, but here's Harry Potter and it works just fine. I didn't play it for very long, the controls were really clunky, and it was pretty difficult to play for an extended period of time. Sticking with the PS2, we have Killzone and my third Sonic pickup for the video, Sonic Mega Collection, and both are complete, as well as a complete copy of Assassin's Creed for the PlayStation 3. As you can see, Killzone works perfectly fine. The colors in the game seem a bit bland and difficult to see by capturing footage this way, but Sony just doesn't give me a lot of options for older consoles. Moving on to some more recent consoles, we have LEGO Jurassic World for the Nintendo Wii U, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch, Mass Effect Legendary Edition for the Xbox One, and a still sealed copy of Tales of Berseria for the PlayStation 4. I don't collect too many new games as the $60, $70, $80 price tags can add up real quick, but I couldn't pass up some of these games. Only the Wii U game was bought used out of the 4 games here, and I did manage to get it complete. Next, we have 3 games for the Nintendo Wii. We have Kirby's Epic Yarn, Metroid Other M, and Rabbids Go Home. Kirby is missing the manual, but the other 2 are complete. One of the great things about thrift stores and flea markets is usually they don't follow trends too closely. I know Metroid Dread is in the gaming news all the time right now, so there was every opportunity for them to jack up the price for Metroid Other M. But the price was fairly reasonable, considering it was a flea market where things are individually priced. Lots of thrift stores have all games at a set price, but flea markets usually are marked up depending on the news, so I was happy to get it when I did. And finally, we have an assortment of games that I actually found in the lobby of my building, and it was down there for hours before I took them. I assumed they were getting thrown out because the quality of the cases were absolutely terrible. They were in a box with lots of broken DVD cases and random other items that all looked like garbage. We have Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Star Wars Battlefront, Uncharted 4, and Battlefield 1 for the PS4. These cases have rips, puncture holes, broken plastic, and just in general terrible condition. The Assassin's Creed case actually didn't even have Black Flag inside it. It was actually Assassin's Creed Syndicate and a loose copy of NBA 2K14. But the important thing is if the games work, and from what I've tested, they all do. I also picked up an extra cheap copy of MLB The Show 17, so I can take the case and switch it with one of the other games. I'm not much of a sports gamer, so I'd rather use this case for Uncharted or Battlefield. Over the next month or two, I'll probably look for more cheap PS4 games that I can take the case. I think it's a cheaper solution than rebuying some of these games to have a proper case for them. Maybe one day I will, but I'm not in a massive rush for it. Just over 30 games in 2 months. Not a bad haul, but it's not over yet. Also in that August Retro Game Charger box was a Nintendo 64 memory card. I also picked up the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons and a carrying case for the PSP. But what's the point of a carrying case for a system I don't own? Well, I actually also found a PSP. Now, the issue is, it's broken. I did manage to get it for very cheap, but still, it's broken. There's cracked casing, the game slot won't close all the way, and it doesn't even turn on. But I figured I would grab it just because I never know what I could potentially use it for. Maybe use the battery in another system or for parts, who knows. I also managed to get the 32GB black Nintendo Wii U courtesy of my brother, who actually found it months ago, but because of the world these days, I was only able to recently get it in my possession. And finally, at the flea market, I found a working Game Boy Pocket, something I wasn't expecting to find at all, but I'm definitely happy to have it. And finally, once in a while, I search for random gaming related products and I was able to find the official guides for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, as well as The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess from Nintendo Power. The Zelda guide is missing the poster that was included in it, but other than that, both are in really good condition. There's no highlighter, marker, written notes, or anything like that in either guide, which I really appreciate. And there you have it, my pickups for July and August 2021. Over 30 games, 3 consoles, 2 working, 2 guides, new Joy-Cons, and a couple of accessories. I wasn't able to find nearly as many cartridge games as I would like, but overall, I'm very happy with these finds. If you enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up, it really helps out a lot. Let me know some of the games you picked up over the past couple of months down in the comments. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more video game related content. And please share the video or channel with anyone who you think might enjoy the content. Thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. I'll see you next time. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised I didn't find any cartridges out in the wild in the past 2 months. Usually my cartridge luck isn't that bad, but, can't always win them all.